use the, you can color the paper and put glue on it, so and put paper on it so that it can stick. Okay.
Okay. Ellie, who are you talking to? Good morning. Happy Wednesday, October 2nd. We're kind of having a little bit of a fussy morning. He wouldn't let me put him down, so I had to hold him the whole entire time, which was fine, but I was hoping that I would be able to get some stuff done. I did manage to get my morning skincare and my morning pages done already, so those two are already knocked off of my list. I even did the dishes this morning, so it was still pretty productive, but there is still a lot more that I need to do. Currently, I'm working on a pattern test for a sewing pattern company called Oh Me Oh My Sewing. She just started releasing adult patterns. Mostly she was doing kids clothes. Anytime she posts on Instagram that she's doing a pattern test, I always apply for it. I think this will be my third pattern test that I'm doing for her. And for the most part, all of her stuff turns out pretty well. The one that I'm working on right now is just a pair of shorts. So hopefully I can finish it pretty quickly today because my review and feedback is due tomorrow. So I kind of been holding off on this for way too long, and I really need to get it done, but it's a pair of shorts, so it really shouldn't take too long. Right now I'm just assembling the paper pattern. I have a couple of options here for the fabric. One of them is this brown and white shirting fabric. If I do the shorts in this will probably lean more towards like that boxer short look. Although the pattern does have kind of like a dolphin hem, so it will be a little bit different from like a regular boxer short. And then I also have this striped seersucker. It's just orange and white seersucker. This also has a really nice drape, but it's still a little stiffer than that one. Not too bad, but it's just because there's a lot of texture from the seersucker. And then the other fabric that I have is this red heart print fabric. The heart print fabric is more like a quilter's cotton, so it's definitely way more stiff than the other two. It has way more of a starchy feeling to it, and I've already washed it and everything, so it's just, the hand is just not quite as soft, but I thought the print was really cute, and I think it would be really cute as like a pair of like, you know, shorts for like around the house. I still haven't decided which one I want to pick just yet, but I'm leaning towards the brown and white. So yeah, I was just working on putting the pattern together, but this guy, he don't want to let me put him down. Why? I need help. I need you to be a good boy and chill. I need you to be a chill boy. If I put you down on the floor, will you be happier? I'm gonna try and put him down just like on a mat here and see if he's more comfortable that way instead. Have to wait until the next nap, which hopefully will be soon. Look at how much spit up this guy's producing, I swear. Does this count as like my daily workout, my daily movement of just rocking back and forth for 20 minutes? Because I'm pretty sure I've clocked in more than 20 minutes while doing this, standing up, going from side to side. I'm gonna count it. I think my thighs are burning right now. Okay, so last night I finished Twilight Falls, and my hunch that I had about the ending was correct. I was right about it. So this is the fourth book within the series. In each book, there is pretty much like a murder mystery. The main character is focusing on a fox. Her name is Vera Vixen. She's a reporter at like the local newspaper, and basically she moved from the city to this small town, and basically once she moved to this small town, that's when like a lot of these murders started happening. So this is her 4th investigation that she's working on alongside her boyfriend, who is the chief of police. In this story, there is an otter / beaver couple that is kind of like a star-crossed lover situation where their parents don't want them to be together. The otter's father, Shelby, falls from the top of the cliff down the waterfall, and it's a very like deadly fall, so everyone is presuming him to be dead, although they can't find the body in the river. It's pretty much just labeled as like a murder case because they saw 2 figures at the top of the waterfall. His son Jonah and Jonah's girlfriend Stasia, who is the beaver, are there. They're devastated. There have been some clues that have been uncovered that are all pointing to Stasia. Since there is a motive for her to want Shelby to be gone, she gets arrested, especially since they receive a telegram saying that like the murderer is a Von Beaverpelt, and the only Von Beaverpelt with the first initial of A is Stasia, which is short for Anastasia. So Orville ends up having to arrest Stasia, and Vera is not very happy about it because she knows that Stasia is not the killer. She's not the kind of person that would do that. She's kind of just like this hoity-toity like rich girl, and Vera knows that like she doesn't really have like the capacity to do that. So all of the evidence that has come forward kind of seems like it's been planted, and it seems a little bit like too good to be true. Like it was so easily found by these people and like randomly. So she kind of already has a little bit of like a hesitation believing that it's her, and so she is doing like her own independent like investigating of like the scene of the crime and interviewing people, and basically she finds a lot of like very random information about Shelby. Shelby works as like a repairman, and he also has some background working on like stage sets, as well as working with a magician, like a very well-known magician. And so along with that information, and then word around town of there being like a ghost that's kind of like wandering about and like coming up behind people and like kind of having like a hooded cloak and then just disappearing really quickly, she kind of like gets a hunch of like what is going on. While Stasia is in jail, Jonah, her boyfriend, just like cannot take it anymore, and he ends up going to the police office, to the police station, and he ends up confessing to Orville, saying that he is the one who killed his dad. And so obviously because he's confessed, Orville has to arrest him, but Vera also doesn't believe that he is the killer. She knows that he just did it to help save Stasia. So they're at this charity event, and everybody is there, everybody in town, and because Vera knows that everyone is going to be there, she knows that the suspect, like the murderer, is going to be there. And so she kind of makes it seem like she has like this extra evidence that she's going to share with her boyfriend, and she knows that the suspect, she's doing it in a way so that the suspect will hear her, like overhear her and try to like intervene. When she hands Orville this, like, I think she just hands him like a package, or like a box. I think it's a box, and so you can't really see like what's inside, but it gets swiped from them very quickly, and you see the hooded figure run towards the ferry, and so they're off chasing him, along with a couple of other bystanders of the town who are like offering their help to like volunteer and like find the suspect. And so he takes off to the ferry, and she knows that he's going to go back to Twilight Falls. And so they're all running over there. When they get there, Jonah and Stasia are also like are joining them to like find the killer. And you find out that it is none other than Shelby. So he's not dead at all. He faked his own death. He made it seem like he went over the falls. He made it seem like he was arguing with someone at the top of the falls by using, you know, what he learned when he apprenticed under the magician. And so basically there was like some stage props that Vera found in the evidence that just seemed to be like a pile of trash, but actually when she like really sifted through all the stuff, she realized like, oh, this is actually like prop type of things. And so he confessed and said that he wanted to frame it on Stasia, and when he found out that Jonah had like confessed instead, he like freaked out and like didn't know what else to do. So basically he was like gonna try and go over the falls for real. He felt really guilty about it afterwards and realized that his son really does care about Stasia. So here is where I'm currently at. I've already assembled most of the short. Pretty much the only thing that's left is adding the waistband and doing the elastic. I will say that doing the hem was challenging because it is like the dolphin shape. Getting that curve right without getting any rippling happening in the seam was difficult. There were parts where it was easy and then other parts where I couldn't get it. And I can tell on one of my hems, there's just like a lot of puckering, and I like caught some fabric within like the stitch that kind of makes it look like way more puckered. You know, it's just a short. Yeah, that's what it's looking like now. It does look very wide, obviously, because the elastic's not in it, but like once the elastic is in, it's probably going to be more like something like this. But yeah, we'll see. I still have to do the waistband, so I'm going to take a break because it's dinner time, so I need to get going on that and then I'll finish up. But I definitely already have some notes for her in terms of like my feedback. Okay, now I put it on the wrong side. Gosh. Okay. I unpicked the whole waistband and repinned it. It wasn't too tedious. I was able to get it, you know, there's a trick to your seam ripper. So this is the actual short, right? And then this is the waistband. If the seam is here, what I do is I just like come right under the seam and I make sure that it's positioned right in between so that it's cutting right at the center. And then what I do is I just like push it all the way through. So you don't have to pick every single stitch like one at a time. Actually put your garment down and run it through the seam. And just hold your fabric in place so that like you're gonna wanna like push it through like this to ensure that you're not cutting your fabric. but I assure you, you will not cut your fabric. Just go slow, start out slow, and then once you get a feel for it, you'll be able to pick your seams so much faster. What the shorts are looking like right now. I think it actually looks really cute, and if I wear it with like a sweater over top, I think it'll be really cute, especially for like early fall when it's still a little bit warm. I think this will be good. A nice thing about like the dolphin hem is that it's longer in the back, like covering your butt cheeks, but then the side seam is hiking up, so it kind of gives like a more elongated leg even though you have the coverage. So that's like one of the benefits to like a dolphin hem. But yeah, I think it's really cute. Domson matter who. Love to get another like red and white striped shirting fabric, or like a gingham would be really cute. Actually, I think I have a gingham dress that like I don't really wear that I could probably repurpose and make a pair of shorts. But yeah, I definitely will be trying my hand at these shorts again. So